This is the resident group, private pages. This is the friends icon. We kind of briefly touched on this before, but we want to explain it one more time just so you feel real comfortable with it. I'm in the private pages of John, and if I go to the friends section as John, you'll notice that there are a list of people in here who are designated as John's friends. The question is, how did they become his friends? In the previous video, we talked about the invite people section, where he can invite friends in the outside world, if you will, or who don't live in the community, to be his friend through an invitation process. And also he can invite people who are in his community in the directory to be his friend through selecting their name. That's one way in which John can have people added into this list of people that he can communicate with, both with mail and with web video conferencing. Now, the other way is going to be explained later, but we thought we'd touch on it again, which is essentially when somebody goes to the Your Resident Portal homepage and requests access to the Resident Portal, he tells you, the champion, in the form that he fills out, who he wants to be friends with. And then you get that information in an email, and then you can go to John and say, John, this guy wants to be your friend through the system. Or if you already know that person is John's friend, you can approve that person by selecting a button, and that will populate that person into John's friends list as well. And not only that, it will also populate that friend into John's people in his mail section that he can write mail to. So if he has a new friend that you actually approved for him, that person would show up where my cursor is. But at the end of the day, all the people that John can communicate with through the system still sit in this friend section. That is the end with a phone number. And so that's what the friend section is all about. It really lets John know who he can communicate with through the system.